Picture this. You're sipping your morning coffee feeling just fine when suddenly your heart sends you a silent SOS, a warning you didn't even know to look for. What if I told you that heart disease, the world's deadliest killer, often whispers clues long before it strikes? Hi, I'm Forever Health, a health researcher who has been unraveling how our bodies work for over 3 decades. Today I'm revealing 7 shocking signs your heart might be crying for help. Signs that could appear in your ears, legs, and even your eyes. Ignore them, and you could miss your chance to act before a heart attack or stroke steals your future. But catch them early, and you could add years to your life. Stick with me to the end. I'll share practical steps and 3 heart-saving recipes perfect for anyone over 50. Where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments. I'd love to connect. Let's get started. Heart disease doesn't play fair. It's the leading cause of death globally, claiming over 17 million lives yearly, according to the World Health Organization. Yet here's the kicker. Many of those deaths could be prevented if we just listened to our bodies. I've spent years studying how the heart talks to us, not through words, but subtle physical clues. These aren't vague feelings. They're visible red flags that science has linked to cardiovascular trouble. The American Heart Association says up to 80% of heart attacks are preventable with early detection and lifestyle changes. So why do so many miss the signs? Because they're unexpected, hidden in places we'd never think to check. Today, we'll explore 7 signs blending cutting-edge research with practical wisdom. By the end, you'll know what to watch for, why it matters, and how to act, whether you're 50, 70, or beyond. Let's begin with something bizarre, a crease in your earlobe. Yes, you heard that right. In 1973, a researcher named Sanders T. Frank spotted a diagonal line running from the ear canal to the lobe's edge in people with coronary artery disease, KD. In this condition, arteries clog with cholesterol, slashing blood flow to the heart. Dubbed Frank's sign, this odd wrinkle has been studied ever since. A 2014, the British medical journal meta-analysis found that 40% of people with heart blockages sport this crease, way higher than healthy folks. So what's the deal? Researchers think it's about blood vessels, the same factors wrecking your arteries. High cholesterol, smoking, hypertension might weaken tiny vessels in your earlobe, causing that telltale collapse. A 2021 study in Cardiology Research suggests it's tied to microvascular damage, an early hint of more considerable artery trouble. Seeing this after 60 might just be aging for older adults. Collagen naturally breaks down. But if you're under 50 and spot it, alarm bells should ring. It could mean early plaque buildup, putting you at risk decades too soon. Don't panic. Check your ears in the mirror. If you see Frank's sign, especially with other risk factors like a family history of heart trouble, consider testing your cholesterol and blood pressure. Comment earlobe check if you're grabbing a mirror right now. Next, let's talk legs. Noticed your shins or thighs looking oddly bald lately? Sure, thinning hair happens as we age. Hormones shift, follicles tire out. But if it's sudden or patchy, it could scream poor circulation from peripheral artery disease, PAD. PAD hits when leg arteries narrow, choked by fatty plaques, the same atherosclerosis behind heart attacks. The Mayo Clinic estimates over 8 million Americans over 40 have PAD, and many don't know until it's advanced. Here's why. Hair follicles need oxygen-rich blood to thrive. Clogged arteries starve them, stalling growth. You might also notice shiny, cool skin or slow-growing toenails, classic PAD clues. A 2020 Journal of Vascular Surgery study tied leg hair loss to a 30% higher risk of heart events. Why? If blood's not reaching your legs, it's likely struggling to feed your heart. Smokers, diabetics, and folks with high cholesterol are prime targets. Nicotine and sugar wreak havoc on vessels. Action step. Feel your legs. Cold feet or leg pain when walking, called claudication, with hair loss. Ask for a Doppler ultrasound. It measures blood flow. Comment leg hair gone if this hits home. Now let's peek at your eyes, not inside, but around them. Ever seen soft yellowish bumps on your eyelids? These are Xanthelasma, cholesterol deposits under the skin. They're painless, often dismissed as cosmetic quirks, but don't sleep on them. Research in The Lancet shows that 50% of people with xanthelasma have sky-high cholesterol or triglycerides, fatty blood lipids that clog arteries. Here's the science. When your body has too much cholesterol, it doesn't just hide in your arteries. It spills into your skin, especially near the eye's thin layers. A 2018 European Heart Journal study linked xanthelasma to a 48% higher heart attack risk, even if your blood tests look normal. For folks under 40, it's a neon sign of early heart trouble. Genetics might be stacking the deck. Action step. Spot these yellow patches. Get a lipid panel, total cholesterol, LDL, HDL, and triglycerides. Cut processed junk and load up on oats and fish, fiber and omega-3s. Fight back. Comment yellow eyes if you're checking your lids. Now let's peek at your eyes, not inside, but around them. Ever seen soft yellowish bumps on your eyelids? These are xanthelasma, cholesterol deposits under the skin. They're painless, often dismissed as cosmetic quirks, but don't sleep on them. Research in The Lancet shows that 50% of people with xanthelasma have sky-high cholesterol or triglycerides, fatty blood lipids that clog arteries. Here's the science. When your body has too much cholesterol, it doesn't just hide in your arteries. It spills into your skin, especially near the eye's thin layers. A 2018 European Heart Journal study linked xanthelasma to a 48% higher heart attack risk, even if your blood tests look normal. For folks under 40, it's a neon sign of early heart trouble. Genetics might be stacking the deck. Action step. Spot these yellow patches. Get a lipid panel, total cholesterol, LDL, HDL, and triglycerides. Cut processed junk and load up on oats and fish, fiber and omega-3s. Fight back. Comment yellow eyes if you're checking your lids. Let's shift to color. Ever catch your lips, fingertips, or toes turning blue or purple? That's cyanosis, and it's not just a cold weather quirk. It means your blood's low on oxygen, a sign your heart or lungs might falter. The Cleveland Clinic explains that when arteries clog or the heart weakens, oxygen-rich blood can't reach your extremes, and your fingers and toes suffer first. Lung issues like COPD or pneumonia can also trigger it. Less oxygen gets in, less gets pumped out. A 2022 Chest Journal study linked chronic cyanosis to a 25% higher risk of heart failure. For older adults with diabetes or smoking habits, it's a double whammy. Vessels and lungs take a beating. Action step. If blue skin lingers, even when warm, seek help fast. Fast pulse oximetry checks oxygen levels and an ECG tests heart rhythm. Comment blue skin if this sounds familiar. Now let's get serious. Sores on your legs, heels, or toes that refuse to heal. These aren't scrapes. They're arterial ulcers, raw, painful patches from blocked arteries. The Journal of the American College of Cardiology says they're a late-stage PAD warning, blood's barely trickling to your skin. Without oxygen and nutrients, tissue dies and healing stalls. Diabetics beware. Nerve damage hides the pain, letting ulcers fester unnoticed. A 2023 diabetes care study found that 15% of PAD patients with ulcers face amputation if untreated. Your heart's likely next. Shiny skin, cold feet, or leg cramps when walking. It's all connected. Action step. Spot a stubborn sore? Visit a vascular specialist. Ankle brachial index tests confirm PAD. Comment leg sores if you're worried. Finally, swelling. Legs, ankles, or feet puffing up incredibly late in the day. Called oedema, it's fluid pooling where it shouldn't. The American Heart Association ties it to heart failure. When your pump's weak, Blood backs up and gravity drags fluid down. Press your shin. If it dents and stays, that's pitting edema, a classic sign. Kidney or liver trouble can also cause it, but it's a heart SOS paired with shortness of breath or fatigue. A 2021 circulation study found 60% of heart failure patients had edema first. Don't wait for worse. Action step: swelling won't quit. Get an echocardiogram, check heart function, elevate your legs and ditch salt to ease it. Comment "swollen legs" if this rings true.